Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video. And today we have Stationfall by Ion Game Design. This is the Kickstarter version, which also included the purchase of Stationfall 3D figurines, which we'll show you in another unboxing. But today we're going to show you the core set. Stationfall. Well, what is Stationfall? Great question. Well, imagine that a dozen or so random humans, robots, and none of the aboves, each with their own abilities, goals, and secret relationships, have been turned loose on a space station that is going to be incinerated upon its inevitable re-entry into Earth's atmosphere. You are one of these characters, and the others are collaborators you have on hand ready to assist you in achieving your goals. But choose them wisely, as any one of them could secretly be another player waiting to betray you. Let the intrigue begin. This game is for 1 to 9 players. It lasts between 90 to 120 minutes, and it's for ages 14 and above. Of course, they give you a photo of some of the figures or some of the characters that are included in the game board and its components. Again, for more information about this game, you can go to iongamedesign.com. So let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. So, character dossier, but let's start, as always, with the launch manual. Yeah, let's start with the launch manual. We also have a reference manual. So let's take a look what this says here. Stationfall launch manual. The cards that are included in the game. Section locators. And welcome to the launch manual. But you know what? Actually, before I show you this, what I'm going to do, because I'm just about to jump into it, but before I do that, let's get the board down first. Let's take a look at the board, because if I recall, this is a pretty extensive board. So let's show you this a little bit at a time first. We've got cameras. We got become suspect for downing a character in lit sections. No penalty for downing a figure in lit sections. Guilty players may not win. Suspect innocent. Authorities, off-site news. All right, we got the locker room, the hydroponics, we got tanks. So let's open this up a little bit here so we can see a part of this. So you got tanks, decontaminate, forward airlocks. We have a bridge, release Project X, self-destruct, abandoned ship, bridge, launch officer can only do that. Fuel cells. We've got storm shelter, we've got a legend, we've got section 0 gravity, section gravity, dark section, power section, and vents. Jammers, on copy data only to collocated characters, off copy data to any characters on board. Console actions, jammers, turn jammers on or off. Hazard suppression, in one section turn with fire into gas or remove gas. Okay. So we're going to move on to the second section of the board. Again, don't want to crack the board. We'll be very careful here. So we got a security station, console action, cameras on, off, manufacturer. If something, turn cameras and jammers off. They cannot be turned back on until repaired. Nanofactory, manufacturer. Cryo lab, release Project X is an officer only. Vault X, if release and trigger abandoned ship. Again, Project X. You got a biolab, and during here gains A, and unless biolab is on fire, manufacturer. Console action. You got the forward hub. You got array control. You got the rec room. Over here you have a suite, a kitchen, a print shop. You can manufacture weapons, a space helmet, and a looks like a wrench, but that's also a weapon, hand-used weapon. Physics lab, during any resolve phase, all data here is deleted. Transmit, forward hub, we read that already. And down here we have ChemLab manufacturer, forward exhaust airlock. You can go outer space and leave through the airlock. Over here is another airlock where you can go out of the aft. So we want to take a look at the top also. If I can show it to you without destroying the board. You have betrayal box, therapy guard, mediate PC only, storage, aft exhaust. You have K, you have machine shop repair. You have the aft hub going across. You have the airlock section launch, outer space. You have reactor cannot be with that. Magnetic containment, eject antimatter during any resolve phase on a that and that. Here go betrayal, and you have quarters, and you have another K over here. Of course, you have the spit, you have the airlock up there, abandoned ship, reveal, deliver data, scoring, Stationfall. Up here, you also have, best I can show you is up here, which is power status. You have your time tracker, which is up top there. Your power status, if I could bring this up here a little bit more. There we go. Sections damage 0, normal power. Cameras and jammers can be turned on and off. Returning to normal power does not turn them back on automatically. Section damage, backup power. Cameras and jammers turn off and cannot be turned back on until a electric section is repaired. Then you have 2 sections damage, 3 sections damage. You have a blackout. All sections are dark. All section actions disabled except time launch and airlock. Trigger abandoned ship, but don't remove the lock. Release something. Project X, that looks like. Officers can't move through locked doors. The gain a breach as an action may remove an adjacent lock. Again, if you have 3 players, you start at 15, 14, 13 at 4 players, 12 at 2 or 5 players, 11 at 6 or 7 players, 10 at 8 or 9 players. And when we go over to here, it says, Stationfall says, trigger abandoned ship at start of turn 1, recovery, re-entry token, reveal, deliver data scoring. And then we showed you the abandoned ship and the lock. So as you can tell, this is a pretty large board. And that's the mesosphere on the bottom. It is only one side of the board. So I'm going to pop it open like that. So there is your complete opened board, which is actually pretty big. Here it is. And I don't know if I showed you the bottom, which just says mesosphere right here. Okay, and again, there's the bridge and a console actions, which we read over here. So I'm going to turn the board this way, actually, because put this right here like so. I'm going to just kind of show you the full breadth of this board as best I can. There you go. So there's lots and lots of stuff on here. But that's the whole spaceship. This whole station is right there. So that's the center point. So now we can get back to what we are doing, which is, let's take a look at the rule book first. So let's get back to the business here. Stationfall Launch Manual. Here we go. By Matt Eklund. Again, we have the cards. We have all kinds of stuff here for us. Nice thick paper, actually, for this manual. Very cool. You can talk about your character cards, your identity cards, your section locator. Oh, look at this. Your components, data tokens, items, character pawns, board status markers, status section markers, player markers, character status markers, all kinds of markers in this game. And breakdown of the board, which we just showed you here, all the different sections, what each section is for. All right, then we got the section locator here. Welcome to Launch Manual. This is the rulebook to start with if you have never played Stationfall before and want to learn how to play it. It also contains the solo version rules, station automation. Where are you? So it says something's wrong. The station crew are hustling here and there, but no one is answering my questions. Does this have anything to do with that weird noise earlier or that weird comm I got last night? Is that robot looking at me funny? Hey, that guy is wearing a helmet. Do I need a helmet? A glance out the window confirms the whole station is tumbling. That's odd, but is it dangerous? If there was danger, there'd be an alarm or something, right? And has the Earth always looked that big? Who are you? Imagine a dozen or so random human robots and none of the above, each with their own abilities, agenda, and secret relationships running wild on a space station because it's going to be incinerated in less than 15 minutes. You are one of them and you have collaborators. Form a conspiracy together ready to assist you in achieving your agenda. And your conspirators may be allied with others on the station without your knowledge, which may be problematic for you. There's also definitely probably some sort of monstrous secret weapon project locked up on board, which may be problematic for everyone. Stationfall is a box full of creative solutions, but that box is going to morph, twist, and grow teeth over the course of play. Your best turns will exploit the unique tactical freedom of utilizing your conspiracy to achieve your secret identity's agenda, as well as deductions about your opponent's identities and agendas. Stationfall is messy, intricate, and full of dangerous variables. Good luck. 3 rulebooks: the launch manual, the reference manual, and Stationfall character dossier. Player components, character cards, secret identities and how to win, section items and pawns on the station, compromat markers, all different kinds of pawns, and I'll explain how they are utilized. Stationfall tutorial game. Turns in Stationfall. So you got renewal, place influence cubes, activate a character with activation disc, or regenerate. Activate 1 action, 1 extra action, 1 free pickup or drop, compromat action, bribe action, renegotiate, and time markers. Tutorial game layout. The third part is written in this style. 13 minutes to Stationfall, turn 1. So it's going to give you idea of how to play the game. Gives an overview of the game. Lindsay's actions, Lindsay's strategy, Lindsay's action. Then 12 minutes to Stationfall, turn 2. 11 minutes Stationfall, turn 3. 10 minutes, turn 4. Antimatter, escape in pods, timed launch, section launch, bridge launch, antimatter tokens. Player actions, turn 4, reviews your situation, send a compromat. Turn 5, first time you play the tutorial, second time you play the tutorial, reveal your powers, fire. Suspect, Lindsay's strategy, Lindsay's actions, player actions, turn 5. Influence struggles, influence limit. Different states, rocket wings, attack, down marker, rob. Self-preservation, nanogel, being annihilated. Then you got influences, renegotiate, players' actions, turn 1, renegotiate people with people. Got a cool picture of a robot there that seems to be going buck wild on us, and something weird hanging from the ceiling. 7 minutes to Stationfall, turn 7, data, evidence, X secret, digital assistant, NDA, jammers. You reveal, you deliver data, you score points. Closing remarks, your next couple of games of Stationfall. Try different things. Primer, what do I do at the beginning? When to reveal, what to do in the mid game, what to do in the end game. Oh no, I am dead, down. So your frequently asked questions. Now, bots for solo, co-op, and added players. Components, how to win. Cooperative mode, team. So how to win. Human player or bot with the highest score is the winner. Scoring is identical for human players, while the details for how bots score is described in Chapter Stationfall at the end of these rules. You have cooperative mode, team game, 6+ players. Set up how many bots you want to use. Difference between bots and human players. Bots' turn, it's a little bit different. Eligibility, bots' general priorities. Again, character activations, steps, standard scripts, abandoned ship. Okay, all kinds of Stationfall, special cases, bribes and compromat, character order, firebombs, free pickups, zero-born, scientist, murder response, adrenaline, legal, NDA, pods and launch actions, self-preservation, stranger bot annihilation. Mistakes were made. And whoops. This guy's getting away, but whoops. He might be getting away, but where's he going? Nowhere. So That's what you're trying to avoid, is being on the ship when this happens. Being on the station when that, okay, so there's your launch manual. Then you also have a reference manual, or in this case, 2 of them. Not sure why I got 2 of them, but came this way in the box. Technicalities, setup. Again, selecting characters, markers, players. Again, bonus characters, player characters, revealing how to win, their agendas, characters, possessions, live and down, annihilation, escaping, board, sections, outer space, relocated. Again, it's just telling you where everything's located in the manual itself. So this is kind of interesting. Outer space, mesosphere on the board. Okay, antimatter, blackout, backup power, stars. So it's telling you exactly where to find all your information in the main manual, and then it also tells you sequence of play, reveal, influence, activate, renegotiate, and resolve. It tells you what pages you can find those on, which is awesome. Basic actions you can do: you can attack, copy, delete, drop, give, rob, pick up, revive, sabotage, step, throw, or wait. Section actions: abandon ship, airlock, bridge launch, release Project X, cameras on or off, decontaminate, eject antimatter, manufacture, meditate, timed launch, repair, section launch, self-destruct, transmit. Console actions: hazard suppression, jammers on, off. Index of all the different icons that are in the game. Okay, not quite sure why I got 2 of those, but I got 2 of them in the box when I picked this up, or should I say when it got shipped to me. Another fantastic book, Stationfall Character Dossier, Character Rules. Welcome to the Character Dossier. Find information about all the characters, have abilities, console, conspiracy, offense, defense, mobility, and utility. And all of them are set up exactly the same. You have an Astro Chimp. Setup, bonus points, friend, influence limit, pronouns, character, abilities, reveal powers, agenda, and quirks. So every character is set up exactly the same way, and tips of how to use them. So you got a billionaire. So you got an Astro Chimp. You got a billionaire. You got a boarder. You got a botanist. You got a colonel. You got a consort. You have a corpsicle. You have a counselor. You have a cyborg. You have a daredevil. Digital assistant, a doctor, Hyde. You have a Dr. Jekyll. You have a drone. You have an engineer. You have an exile. You have an inspector. Legal. You have maintenance clones. You have medical. You have a microbiologist. You have an operative. So you have a lot of characters to choose from, obviously. You have security bot. You have a station chief. You have a stowaway. You have a stranger. You have a telepathic rat. You have a troubleshooter. You have a carnivorous bioexperiment. You have a combat swarm. You have Project X Death Ray. You have an entropy phantom. You have gray goo. You have a robotic assassin. You have a stable wormhole. You have a tentacled monstrosity. So that is everything that's included in that book there, which is very, very cool. So let's take that and put this over here too. All right, cool. So what else do we have in the box, as they say? Tokens, these are the things that you can make. You've got your, so let's take a look here. Lots and lots of tokens in this game. All right, so front and backs are the same. So I'll see you can get a handgun. This looks like some sort of bomb that you can make, or fire. It looks like a firebomb. Okay, that tells you what that is right there. Kind of self-explanatory, so you don't blow something up. This is a handheld weapon that you can crack somebody over the head with. To me, it looks like a pipe wrench, but you can't. It's not used to fix anything, but it's used as a weapon. So there you go. So you got a bunch of pipe wrenches. So you can crack somebody in the head with that. In the library, right? No. Okay. But here's a helpful hint. If you got a wrench, you want to crack somebody in the head with it, guess what? Oh, here's another wrench. Here's something you need to know. You can't hit somebody in the head if they're wearing a helmet. It doesn't work on them. The gun will. The wrench will not. Got some binoculars. Got one set of binoculars. And these look like syringes for health from the med bay. So that's just some of the tokens right there. These are for panels for in the ship, which you can place in different locations. So drones, placing console actions. It says remote control, perform an action with any one drone. Digital assistant, placing console actions. Lockdown, add, move, or remove a lock to any corridor. Remove this token if abandoned ship is triggered. Okay. Reactor, tells you what you can do with the reactor. Engineer, place in reactor. Rocket wings launch. Again. Daredevil, placed by outer space. Feed me. Botanist. Mainframe, console action, manufacture. Digital assistant, place in mainframe. And then you've got 3 of these things. Looks like a letter B with antenna on it. Not sure what that means, but there you go. You got those. And those are in that bag. We got more tokens and more tokens. In this game, I gotta be honest with you, you have a ton. Got the seeing eye. Cubes, action cubes. Timer. Another one. Not sure what that is. That's another B. The antenna on it. I'm not sure what that means. It probably means bribe. Then you have a gavel. Then you have the letter A. And here you have another one of those time sequence things. Right, that's all on these. I'm assuming that certain tokens are used with certain characters only. Right, so here you go. Right, okay, so those are the bribery cubes. So every color has their own set of these same tokens. It has the same thing in them. So let's see what other ones we have here. All right, so we got blue, we got white, we got yellow, you have blue, you got purple, You got brown. You got, okay, you got, I guess that would be, what color would you call that? Maroon. I'm sorry, maroon. And there's your purple. Do I see any more of these in here? Oh, and you got black. So again, all the sets have the exact same as what we just went over. And I think I'll show you the black ones because the other ones, the orange didn't come across that well. So let me show you them again. So, okay, these tokens go here, these tokens go here, and those are all the same. So again, let's take a look at these again real quick. So you had 3 of the timers, like that. They'll show up really, really nice on the screen. Thank you. So you get 3 of those. You get this, I think that means bribery. That's what I'm going to assume that B means. And then when you bribe, you need cubes to put them on there to kind of pay things off. And there they are right there. Get a bunch of those. You get a gavel. Looks like a gavel to me, but it may not be. You get the letter A for whatever that is. And then you have the eye in the sky that tracks the number. Okay. So again, those are all the different colors. And you get how many sets of these? You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So up to, you have up to 9 players. So 9 of those. Most excellent. Okay. See what else we got. So we have some discs here too of all the different colored players. So I'm assuming these are the markers for each player. There we go. Okay, we'll take a look at these. These are pretty cool. Let's take a look at these. All right. You've got a bunch of I guess 1 for each room that you can destroy. You can't go in there. Once there's an X on there, you can't go back. So there you go. Got a bunch of those. You the Earth. So maybe this means that got a bunch of these. So on the front. So again, you got a bunch of them. I'll just show you one of them, but I got a bunch of them there. We'll put these back in there. Oh, again, you got the Death's Head on one side, and you got the Earth on the other. So maybe this means that those who got rescued and these people who didn't quite make it. So there you go. Got a bunch of X's, Death's Head, and Earth in that package there. Okay, good. Looks like a lot of K's, so let's see what this is, see if they're all the same. Not sure what these are for, but they appear to all be the same. So, no, they aren't. I did see K's on the board. Okay, so they are a lot of different things on them. Okay, all of them have the K on the top, as you can tell. But when you flip them over, looks like you have a lady there, you have the chimpanzee there, you got a frost symbol there, like a snowflake, you got metal, you got a death's head in a helmet, you have a flask, you got a backpack, you got some sort of head there, got another head there. Put these in here so you can see more. Repair, looks like. Some kind of plant. Maybe it's for botanist. Looks like a guy flying. Not sure what that is. doctor and a needle. Mouse. Maybe this is maybe these are the character pieces, which you don't use if you don't use the figures. Got that guy there. That's when I'm looking at these. It looks like a bowl of something. Got this, got a diamond on it. This one's got some kind of monster on it. A robotic heart. ABY, not sure what that means, but that looks like the helmet, construction. Okay. Okay. Magnifying glass, half robot, half man. So that's probably the cyborg. Yeah, I'm thinking that these are the characters, and that's a bot. So I'm assuming these are your characters. The K stands for characters. Or messages for them. I'm not sure, but it looked like there were one for each of them. So maybe that's who your conspirators are. Maybe that's what that is. Okay. Got a bunch of these things, whatever those are. So let's see what's in here. Alright. So let's look at the big ones first. This says here, combat swarm, placing console actions. Direct swarm, step or attack with combat swarm. This says here, robotic assassin, placing console actions. Mark targets, move your assassin to the card of a live human or robot that has not escaped. Okay. Coming after you. Death ray, place in array control. And this one says ray control, transmit, fire, death ray. Oh, this it looks like the blob here. Oof. Appears to be a lot of these. These are all blobs. All of them are the same. This says robotic assassin. Got that on one side. It's got that on the other. And as you can tell, there was a ton of these markers. And they are all the same, which is the blob on one side and that signal on the other. So that's what's in this bag of tokens. So like I said, there's a ton of tokens in this game. There's more tokens than anything else. And then we've got a bag of this. Oh boy. All right, we've got a ton of these. Got that head on it. Not sure what that head is again. But and you got the numbers on the back. So you got the head and numbers back, and they're all the same. Okay. Then we have some on marker, no marker, should I say? No, not on. Oh, yeah, it's on and off, so sorry about that. So you got on and off markers. Put that in here. And then you have some circles. Oh, they're all the same, okay. So on one side you got a blue piece of paper. So this must be the information that you're passing. And then there's something else. I'm not sure what that represents. But you got a ton of those again. So that's what's in this baggie of tokens. we got this thing here that says medvac pod. Time launch must be occupied by a down human to launch. Abandoned ship is not required to launch. Forward airlocks section launch. So that's your medevac pod. There you go. So that's one way of getting off the ship. Then we got some of these things, your biohazard signs. Okay, that's cool. They're all the same. So you got a bunch of these, and one side's got fire on it, and the other side it's got the fume coming from the fire. So there you go. Or I should say the biohazard stench that's coming from the fire. I believe the helmet protects you from that, if I'm not mistaken, from what I read. All right, got a couple more of these tokens here. Got biohazard signs and locks. That's all I got in there, biohazard signs and locks. And then you got this here, more tokens. You might ask yourself, how many tokens are on here? Well, we're just about out. Looks like fire. Space station on fire, and normal. Oh, there's your normal one. These might be markers for up top. That's what that might be for your timer. All right, so put those back in here. All right, a bunch of, I don't know why you have these, but you have a bunch of 2-player markers. Different color, yeah, same on the front, same on the back. Oh, a couple more, there's 2 players, and then we got 3 to 9 players. A lot of 2 players, and then a 1 3 to 9 player. All right, that's interesting. Oh, this is that, yeah. I forget what it's called. I'm gonna eject that. Looks like someone getting electrocuted or on fire, question mark. Another question mark, guy walking, question mark. Got another guy walking, question mark. Lightning bolt. Looks like some kind of thing from like a flying Venus flytrap. That's what it looks like. Venus flytrap. All right. Looks like a Jafria sign, but I don't think that's what that is. I don't know what that means. Got a little medical one. Hypo. Got a dog. Got a briefcase with intelligence in it, probably. Then you got one of these guys. Oh, your first player, maybe it's first player token. All right. All right, that's cool. And that's it for the tokens. Hallelujah. All right, moving on. Then we have these. You got the silica gel, just what we needed. Not sure what these are. You got diamond and I think these are the characters again. These are your pawns for your characters. So yeah, so these are walking around the ship. These are each of your characters. These are, instead of having the standees, this is what you got. I mean, instead of having the figures, these are the characters. So alive, dead, obviously. So these are all your character pieces with the different symbols meaning the different characters. All right. And got your silica gel. All right, and then we have here, we have some more of these guys. Let's see what these things are. Bet you these are, and look, we got more silica gel. We have one 6-sided die. So let's see what we got here. We got again, medical guy. This looks like a cyborg. Yep, more of these guys. You have the psychic rat. You got the, forget what he is. 4, right? But these again, I think these are the robots. These are not humans. These are robots. Yeah, these are your robots. Yep, and your bad guys. Project V. Yeah, okay. And die again. And not quite sure why the second thing that silica gel was in with these guys, but we'll put that over there too. Put this down here. And then we got our last little bit of tokens here. At least you didn't have to punch them all out. That's always a good thing. Shipped a shred room. Data mine, gain that from anywhere on board. Okay. Shred room. Okay. A panic pod. Timed launch requires abandoned ship to launch. Quarters section launch. All right. Another pod. There's more pods in here. Yes, we do. We have the Hail Mary. Timed launch requires abandoned ship to launch. We have the Houdini. Timed launch requires abandoned ship and all live occupants possessing that to launch information. Got your K's there. You need a purple K and a green K. I didn't see any green K's though. Interesting. Time launch. Spectre shuttle. Hail Mary. Same thing. Must be occupied by inspector or live character with jury rig to launch. All right. McQueen. Time launch requires abandoned ship to launch. You need a K and not one of those things. Okay. You need a K and not one of those things. Again, timed launch requires abandoned ship and all live occupants possessing information to launch. Okay. Abandoned ship, remove all locks. Pods with this requirement may now be launched. Flip it. Abandoned ship is triggered. Panic pod, timed launch requires abandoned ship to launch. Quarters section launch. Panic pod. Okay, we saw that already. Then we got the Alcatraz time launch requires abandoned ship and all live occupants possessing information to launch. Got that K in there again. Alcatraz time launch requires abandoned ship to launch. Okay, and this one says cargo claw. Connected forward airlocks. Cargo claw. Grip. Pick up an item in outer space or down a character in outer space. Okay. This says rescue ship. At scoring, any humans in outer space escapes. Okay. Pirate ship. At scoring, any character possessing information in outer space. This says shred room. Data mine, gain a K from anywhere on board. Okay, the shred room. And those are all go into this baggie. And now we're at cards. And there's not that many cards, only 2 decks. And then we got one little special item that remains after that, which I'll share with you in the end. You have your character cards, which is very cool. And they look very nice. Right, so, okay. So, Project X on the back of all these. So let's look at those first because there's not too many of them. These are the bad guys. Okay, a carnivorous bioexperiment. Tunnel rat may step through vents. Wary cannot be attacked in dark sections. All right, gives you all the rules for it. Tentacled monstrosity, robotic assassin, entropy phantom, death ray, stable wormhole, gray goo, combat swamp. Okay. and the icons up there, which one of these blocks over here you would use. Okay, excellent. Put that back in here. Then we have, wow, a plethora of characters that we can choose from. All right, got Astro Chimp Bot. You've got a Billionaire Bot. You got a Border Bot. You got a Botanist Bot. You got the Colonel Bot. You got a Consort, again a bot in the back. Corpsicle, Counselor, Cyborg, Daredevil, Digital Assistant, Doctor, Drones, Engineer, Exile, Inspector, Legal, Maintenance Clones, Medical, Microbiologist. Now when you looked at these here, remember the icon up here tells you which one of this you would get, or of the black one you would get if it was Operative, Security, Station Chief. So let's take a look at him real quick. It says start therapy guard and place place medevac pod. He's got an A. All right. It says officer, if not, blackout may step, or if down, be dragged through locked doors, which are then removed. Pride cannot be robbed. Go down with the ship. A star for every other human that escapes to Earth, +1 star per NPC with that officer ability that survive and go to Earth. 2, a star if station chief on board and live at destruction of the ship. Okay, and then it says forceful presence. We got that. All right. Flip it over. Cannot be robbed. Star therapy guard in place. Medevac pod. 8. 5. All right, that's 8 there. Okay, inspiring presence bot as a free action at the start of station chief bot's turn, NPC officer. So you don't know whether you're dealing with a real person or a robot. Interesting. Gives you that feel of Blade Runner. Telepathic rat bot, and troubleshooter, and a troubleshooting bot. So there you go. So all the cards are laid out the same way, which is cool. All right, so that is that. There we go. Right in they go. And the last deck of cards. There's really a lot of stuff in this game. So there we go. We got Script and Legend. Activate. All right. Script Legend. Standard scripts. If PC is live or banned ship has been triggered, skip this maneuver and go back to bot script. Retrieve script. Ban ship script. Script Legend. Activate. Okay, these are all the icons that you have here. That's cool. All right. You got all these bot cards. Then you have identity cards. All right, so let's take a look at the bot. I'm assuming this is one for Astro Chimp. Yep, Billionaire Bot, script, end of turn as a free action, focused. So maybe this is default focus script. I guess this is what they've got to accomplish. This is probably what their programming is for. To win the game, what they have to do. That's what I'm assuming these are. There's so many icons. I don't want to start. Let's see. Script default. I don't know what half these icons mean. Jury rig pod, hazard suppression, repeat, pod repeat, pod then time launch. Go to abandoned ship script. Yeah, not sure. Okay, that's the bot ones. Now the identity ones. Okay, here we go. Shiny things. If you get 3 points, if an asteroid gets to Earth, plus 2, he possesses another plus 2, so you can get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points total. If he possesses a gun, if he possesses whatever that thing is, or that G thing, if he possesses a information and he goes to Earth. Astrobatics gain 0 born, may free step or airlock into 0 gravity section instead of free pickup or drop. Okay, okay, so it tells you how you can score points with each of the characters. Okay. Yeah, so that's how they're going to win, what you got to accomplish. Talk them through it. During your turn, if Troubleshooter is live, your conspirators move and act as though they have Jury Rig and Tunnel Rat. Your reveal power is very useful to allow your conspirators to repair damaged sections. Try to keep characters out of the bridge. Cryolab and magnetic containment to prevent releasing the demon and arming that thing you gotta shoot into space. Troubleshooter 2. All right, there you go. So those are your cards. So you have the ones for the bot, what they have to accomplish, and when the humans have to, or your main characters, when they're normal. And this is as robots. All right. There you go. And there's your legend of what you got to do. Wow, if you got to use all these guys in this entire game, that's going to be very complex to try to figure this all out. Okay, so all this, and last but not least, we have one more thing to show you in the box that comes with the core set, and that is one figure, and that's your figure that comes in the box. This is your planet, and this is your Project X. And you want to get off the ship before this guy comes after you. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's a cool sculpt. Again, not the best sculpt we ever saw, but it's very, very cool. Oh, that's cool. So you can walk in the ship. The front part holds on to it. Very cool. So there you go. Put him on top over here somewhere. So that concludes this unboxing and includes everything that you see here and concludes our unboxing of Stationfall, brought to you by Ion Game Design. Again, this game is designed for 1 to 9 players. It takes 90 minutes to 2 hours to play, and it's for anyone who is over the age of 14 years old. And as always, thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed this video, you could always give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. You can also hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any other time we release any content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the remainder of your day, and I'll catch you on the next unboxing video.